What's up, everybody? Episode 91 of Video Rot. Want to remind everybody we're streaming live as we do every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. You might be catching this after the fact, but just know we're here for you once a week. And a side note, we're going to be here for you. I almost said twice a week. That's not the truth. Bi-weekly, you're going to get us twice a week because we're bringing back the commentaries in a big way. So every other Friday, we're going to be doing commentaries. And the one that we're going to be doing, if you're listening to this after the fact, after the live show, we're doing it this Friday. And it's going to be The Cable Guy.
Yep.
Todd and I were going over a list, kind of curating a bunch of stuff and just trying to figure out what we haven't done before. And it's really hard. Like I literally have to go through and scour YouTube and look it up. And, you know, there's certain things that I thought we've done and I'm surprised we never did. Then there's things I don't remember doing, but we did. And I was present, which speaks volumes, I guess. But we have a nice list coming up, I think. And one thing I noticed is the genre I think has been babied the very least on this channel is action, which is mind blowing because I'm an action guy.
It's crazy.
Well, you know what the thing is Zach's not the biggest action movie guy, and Zach's always doing the commentaries, and for the longest time, River wasn't doing them, and it was me and Zach only. And you know, I didn't really fight him very much. I want to make sure everybody enjoys it. There's some action on there, but I know when we did that, Zach was begrudgingly watching it, being a team player. But anyway, I want to do more of that stuff, man. It's just exciting to know when we're riffing and we're throwing out horror films. It's a lot easier to find shit that we've done a million times and redone. But like, dude, like we've never done Rambo.
Yep.
Like we haven't touched the Rambo films.
Yep.
We've done T2. I don't think we did T1. Did we do T1?
I don't think we did. No,
Like this is absolute insanity.
Never did True Lies.
We haven't done any of those Arnold movies except did we do the Total Recall?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've ever done Total Recall.
I'll go back and look because I did post a bunch of shorts and I don't think I linked that.
No, we've never done it. We've memed it, we talk about it, we quote it. So it's wild to me that there's this just, you know, uncharted waters of action films that we're going to start kind of mixing in as well. I want to welcome everybody before we kind of get rolling. What's up, Gamer Guy? What's up, Silhouette? Max in the house, dude. Like I said, Max always welcome to jump on. Just let me know, and I'd send him a link. Hey, Gamer Guy over the weekend. He went to his Mississippi Comic-Con, and that he was pretty stoked for that. So let us know. I'm curious how that went, man. I have to say, man, first of all, I'm proud of you. I think it's awesome. I think it takes a lot of balls.
Absolutely.
I think it takes a lot of balls, a lot of guts. But I got to say, I was disappointed in the video because you said,
I didn't see the video.
You were going to share a video. I guess it was through somebody else's channel. And I think I might have saw your shoulder blade. It was literally somebody you had with you, and it was their camera doing an upward shot of their like chin sitting on the panel the whole time. And I could hear like echo bouncing off the walls. I really couldn't hear anything. So I thought that was kind of a bummer. But next time, you got to get it. You got to get a wide shot, man. You got to get a master shot of the convention, and you got to get somebody mic'd up, and that'll be awesome, man. But that I'm excited for you, and I thought that was really neat that you pulled that off. Silhouette, thanks so much for the $2 holla. Look up Ram Ranch for the Rambo experience. That first of all, it sounds really sus, but then I realized Ram is probably Rambo, right? It's like not a place I go, and it's like Deliverance. Pull that up real quick and we'll check that out. Yeah, Mac, if you want, I'll send you the link right now, man. You don't mind if Mac jumps on, right?
No, not at all.
We'll just have a good time. Gay old time. Let me go ahead and pull that while Todd is pulling that up. All right. So Mac, you are invited. I sent it to your messenger. I don't have Discord installed on this new PC yet, so you're gonna have to deal with me on that part. So it's on Messenger. Give me a bit and I'll get on. I gotta go pay. That's fine. Yeah, so you got the Ram Ranch pulled up?
It's a song, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was a place, dude.
No, what I'm seeing is videos of the song, and yeah, it's like a metal song, I believe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a place, like it's a ranch you go like a dude ranch, but even more sus than calling
I
it
think
a
it's
dude
I think
ranch.
it's like a meme thing.
Oh,
Ram
gotcha.
Ranch is a song by Canadian musician Grant McDonald, released in 2012. Heavy metal song with explicit lyrics about an orgy of gay cowboys.
I was kinda half right then.
Yeah.
I was right to be sus, right? I'm glad we didn't I'm glad Riverman dug into it. Now it's on his search. I didn't want to like soil my brand new search history on this new PC. By the way, that's what I've been doing the last week. You guys might have noticed that we missed a week last week. It doesn't happen often. I had no choice. I had to get PC upgrades, and what was supposed to take a night ended up taking over a week, and it was a huge massive headache. It was a big overhaul for me, and so that's why you noticed last week's content sort of stretched out over this week as well. But we are back on track. So going forward, we'll be back on the normal schedule, annoying you guys with constant posting. And like I said, this show every Wednesdays and getting uploaded the following Monday. And like I said, bi-weekly commentaries. And feel free on those commentaries to shoot us suggestions because we are putting together a list.
Somebody
Uh,
suggested the cable guy. That's why I kind of just mentioned it because I don't know who it
we've
was.
never done the cable guy. And on one hand, I kind of feel like we shied away from that because we shied away from comedies, but I say kinda because I feel like we've done a ton of comedies. Like if you look on there, there's so much Freddy Got Fingered, Stealing Harvards. There's actually a lot of but Zach, I know, never wanted to do comedy just because you end up laughing about the movie the whole time. It's just like you talk about it less because you're
Yeah.
just like you get so sucked into it and you start like saying the lines. But you know what? I think comedy is going to go over great now that we live stream all these.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
absolutely.
it's going to be awesome. So I think it's going to work. But yeah, so there's that. And I don't I guess we can kind of talk about it. We haven't. Do you want to talk about the Google membership, or no? You want to wait till we iron that in and maybe talk about that Friday?
Yeah, let's talk about that Friday.
Uh,
We'll get back on that.
Yeah. Basically, we're gonna, as a teaser, we're creating a whole new way to support, and we're kind of basically gonna migrate from the Patreon. It just doesn't make sense, and we're launching a Google membership instead, and that way we're going to be able to monitor it on a daily basis. We're going to be able to actually offer perks that we can deliver on. And we're kind of like finalizing what those perks and what we're going to do right now. And we'll have more info on that when we do the commentary
It's
Friday.
it's just easier to upload. It's everything's there, it's streamlined. So yeah, YouTube is the way to go for that.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense. Dude, most of our audience is on YouTube. Why
Yeah,
would I make most of our audience jump through a million hoops to go to Patreon? It doesn't make any sense for this. I get if most of our listenership was like on traditional podcast platforms, then I get it, right? Then you want like this umbrella hub for everybody. But no, it's like everything's built in house now ever since YouTube launched the membership program. I don't know why we weren't trying to do that earlier. So anyway, that'll be fun. And Silhouette, if Tom Green makes a sequel, there's the title. Let's see. Yeah, Freddy Got Fisted.
hey, speaking of that movie, uh, did you see Teacher Joe, his new T-shirt?
I sent it to Zach. I sent that
It's Nightmare on Elm
screenshot.
Street Part 8.
Freddy's fingers, and it's got the Tom Green on there. I died laughing at
Hysterical,
that.
dude.
I died laughing at that, and uh I sent that immediately to Zach. I didn't send it. That's funny you saw it too. Hey Blaine, that's a good call, dude. I actually added that to my list because somebody commented something about Judgment Night the other day, and that's why I love those comments on anything we post because I take
Absolutely.
notes. But Judgment Night commentary, that's one that we never did, man. And I don't. That's a '90s kind of cult flick. I have more history with the soundtrack than I do the actual movie, so
Yeah.
I really need to watch it. Honestly, that would be a good cinema anima topic too, because like I said, I feel like I'd be going into it with fresh eyes. It's actually something to talk about. Um, before we kind of get off the beaten path, speaking of that, I think a teaser. I think we've kind of decided next week's video rot. I think Todd wanted to do Class of 1984. I feel like
99, 99.
no, no, no. You want to do 84. You said 84.
No, I said 99.
No, you didn't. You said 84.
I said 99.
Dude,
That's what I sent you. Yeah.
no, you said
Look it up. Look
84.
it up. It's not
No,
80,
I don't want to waste the
99.
time.
Look, dude.
Okay, well, I'm under the impression Riverman wanted to do Class of 1984, which is a fine movie. I get it. But listen, listen,
I said
listen.
99.
All right. All right. One never knows what Todd really said. But I will say, I think movies like that are better commentaries because we've seen 1984. These are movies that we should be doing commentaries for, stuff that we're seasoned enough with. And I thought he said 1984, apparently said 99. I think he's
99.
full of shit. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I suggested we do Class of 1999 2 with Sasha
Yes.
Mitchell.
No,
And
we should do that. I watched the trailer and it looks fantastic, man.
I've only ever seen like the YouTube montages because it's just kind of a YouTube movie because it's one of those flicks. And I think you could stream it on YouTube in full. I might be wrong on there, but I'm like, you know what? That's the perfect movie for Video Rot, to where we can
Yeah.
both kind of go into an obscure movie, watch it, and we could talk about it on a first time watch type of thing. And okay, and you know what? And if he suggested 1999, I've never watched Class of 1999 one. So if
Okay.
I'm up to it, I'll watch that, and we could do a double feature and just
That's
kind of talk about
fine.
both.
Yeah.
I'll let you know, but yeah, we got to bring on that Sasha exploitation, man.
Oh,
Then we got to
absolutely.
do all the what is it? Was he in the Kickboxer sequels or the Bloodsport sequels? I get them mixed up. Daniel Bernhardt took Van Damme's sloppy seconds on one of the franchises, and Sasha did the other. I think Daniel Bernhardt was Bloodsport.
You haven't seen 99? It's kind of like the cyberpunk version.
Yeah, no. I've never seen
Okay.
it, so I want to
Okay.
watch it. And yeah, part two. It's so weird that they have 99 part two, a sequel of the sequel.
Yeah.
It's really odd. Like, why not just do a different year at that point and keep it
Yeah.
going? It makes no sense. But yeah, spoiler alert. Isn't Sasha Mitchell a robot in that?
I believe so. I don't
He's
know.
like the
I just
teacher, but
saw the
he's like a
trailer.
living
Yeah.
tissue on the. It's really ridiculous. Silhouette. Hold on here. It's nice seeing you guys. Sorry, we're taking a lot of time reading comments and chat. Now I think it's cool because we didn't see you guys
Absolutely.
last week. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw 2. We've done a commentary for that for sure. 3 o'clock high. Gamer guy.
That's a great movie.
Why don't you make note of that, River?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
just kinda
you've seen that, haven't you?
no, I've never seen it.
Okay.
So anything I've never seen, or maybe we both never seen, is something I want to consider to chat about on Video Rec.
One of the main characters is Crisp, a young Crisp.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then I have to no doubt watch it and jack off at the same time. I gotta like pleasure myself to it. I need
He plays
more
the bully,
Crisp.
dude.
Could he play anything else? I wouldn't expect any less of
Okay.
Crisp. He's got a
Richard
face,
Tyson, sorry.
dude. He's got the face of a bully. If that
Yeah.
was my son and he was born baby Crisp, I'd be like, you are a fucking punk. You are
I'm
going to be
surprised you've never seen that movie. It's
some
great.
nerd's worst nightmare on a daily basis on the playground because you just got that face, that only a mother would love. Boys in the Hood combo with Mac and Zeke. Oh, Boys in the Hood would be interesting. We
Yeah.
don't really do those sort of like that's not
Like
really
comedies? Or not
Boys in the
comedies.
Hood. It is a black it is
Like
a black
dramas.
yeah.
Like dramas.
Yeah, what do you call those? They're not coming of age. I mean, they kind of are, but what do you call those where they're like a slice of life in a certain community? I can't.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
lost on me, but regardless, that would be fun to do. I could do that. There's certain flicks that I think
House
we always.
Party. I'd love to cover all the House Party movies. I love those.
Whew, all right, all of them.
I love Kid and Play, dude. Yeah, Crisscross is in a couple of them. Absolutely, I used to love those
TLC
movies.
is in like 3. I
Yeah,
think House
yeah.
Party 3. Those were like movies that were just littered all over USAA back in the
Mhm.
90s, man, on TV. And I would. There's always certain flicks. Speaking of Boys in the Hood, there was always certain flicks I think we kind of avoided that I think now just the whole floodgates have been open now that we're doing these live, right? Pinocchio's Revenge, right? We've always talked about Pinocchio's Revenge. We finally did Pinocchio's Revenge, which that's our latest commentary. It went up this past week. Eh, We didn't want to do that for the longest time because the movie sucks. It's boring. It's you want it to be so bad it's good, but it's really just kind of boring. It's like this is terrible. But when we did it in front of a live audience and you guys got to like make fun of it and we were talking together, dude, it made it's the best commentary we've done in years, I think. And we had such a good time. So I feel like we can do Boys in the Hood. We could do these movies that we maybe avoided before. So let's see here. Have y'all done Friday? I think you did one of the sequels. We've done Friday After Next. Have
The
we
original
not done
Friday's classic, man.
have we done the original Friday?
It's the best. We
I
should have.
I I feel like I feel like that's impossible. I thought we done I know we did Friday After Next, a terrible movie. Friday, I thought the only one we hadn't officially done was Next Friday, which is funny because we've it's cursed. We've actually done Next Friday twice, and both
Oh, really?
times they were botched. We
Hmm.
couldn't post them. I think one time Zach's had a storm and the internet and everything went out and whatever. It got like interrupted. And then the second time when time passed and we redid it, Mac or somebody was on and he wasn't recording.
Hmm.
There was something wrong, and it's just cursed. But we will do all the Fridays for sure. Did you guys hear that? Apparently, Ice Cube has Friday 4 back on track now, finally.
No, no, I didn't.
Because like the whole thing was before Warner Brothers, aka New Line and all that, they had it tied up under rights, and they wouldn't sell it. They wouldn't sell it back to Ice Cube because they didn't want to do anything with it. Ice Cube wanted to pursue it, but they were just like holding it hostage. And I know he was bitter about it. He's been trying to get Friday 4 made for 20 years. And he's been extra bitter in the last few years because it's like, John Witherspoon died, Debo died,
Yeah,
right? He's like, all
yeah.
these people are dying. It's like they're waiting too long.
Is Chris Tucker going to be in this one or no?
Well, I think it's too early to I don't think he knows yet. But basically, I guess the guy that's the new CEO of New Line or Warner used to work with him directly at New Line, so they're like tight. So they're working it out. Apparently. What's up?
Yeah.
We got
What's up, guys? What's up, buddies?
What's going on,
I
Machiavelli.
man?
just got back from a fucking doing a music video for the first time.
Wait, like you were filming
Fuck,
it, you
dude.
were in it.
Yeah, I was in
You're
it.
starring in
You're
it.
playing that
With
8 string.
with my fucking 7-string, brother.
Oh, your 7
there you
My
go.
string.
new 7-string that I just got, dude. This thing's
Not
a fucking beast, dude.
how
Nice.
heavy is it?
It's a Black Ops. It's light as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
God
'cause it's
damn,
probably made in Taiwan.
bro. You're right. It's made in no, it's made in Korea.
Korea. I was gonna say
And
Korea.
then I got
Really
this
legit.
Helix fucking pedal, dude.
Oh,
This
yeah.
thing's
Nice,
fucking nuts, dude. I gotta
nice.
get some
Wait,
speakers.
so are you in an active band at the moment?
Yeah.
Since
I just
when?
randomly, he's like, "Hey man." So what happened was he wanted a band, so he started he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just have ghostwriters write my shit for me and pay him."
Oh, so
So
you got
this
paid.
Hmm.
no, not me. He had someone else do it, but he wanted me to be the guitar player. And I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm really busy and shit." He's like, "Oh, we're not gonna do anything for a long time. We'll be good." He's like, "Just say yes. I want you in the music video." And I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. YOLO. I haven't done anything in a long time. It's been fucking like 13 years. But he's like, "All right, yeah, we're not gonna do anything for a while anyway. It'll be a while." And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a guitar." Oh fuck, I just went fucking nuts, dude. I don't know.
And he
He-
obviously said you need a
But he's like, "Yeah,
7
the
string
music."
fan fretted, probably
I've
extended
never played a
scale.
7-string or an 8-string, and the dude, we were supposed to have a bassist, and he's like, "How about we just have?" He's like, "Screw having a bass player. Let's just do 2 8-strings." I was like, "Dude, I've never even owned a 7-string. I've played one, but they're like, I wasn't used to them. You know what I mean?" And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just," because I have a baritone 6-string, and we got it to double drop D. We got that motherfucker. I figured it could, but I wasn't sure. We got that 6-string to double drop D. So that's D, but
Another whole octave.
go all the fucking way back down to D. So this one's in drop D too, double drop D.
But
And then
those
my
strings are
6th
probably
string.
flapping like Todd's dick in the fucking summer.
We took one of his 80 strings.
Oh,
I
okay.
have an 80 gauge string on that motherfucker on the 7th string.
Hmm.
And I was fucking, dude, he's like, "Well, I want you for the music video, so you're gonna be in the band." I'm like, whatever. So fucking, I'm all dirty still and shit. Fucking
Well, that's
It was
cool.
awesome, dude.
You should borrow Zach's Esteban guitar and start your own Esteban
I'm
cover
gonna have to borrow.
band,
I'm
dude.
gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow his shit.
That
Hey
was
Zach, I'm
Zach's
gonna need your
first
amp,
guitar.
brother.
That
I'm
was
gonna need
Zach's
your
first
amp.
guitar.
All those times I let you borrow my shit, I'm gonna need to
You get-
borrow your shit now,
Get
bub.
the hat, yeah.
I need your shit right now because I don't have an amp. He's like the other dude, so he's like, yeah, let's just play A strings. I'm like, ugh. At first I was stoked about it, and then I was like thinking about it. I'm like, dude, those things are pretty fucking heavy too.
Yeah.
And 8 strings, I'm not even used to 7, so that's gonna be fucking weird for me. I'm like, how about this? Since we don't have a bass player yet, which we probably will get one, but I was like, how about since you have the 8 string, I'll just play the 7 string. You can be the bass and the guitar, baby. Genius. So
Well,
then
and
it's like,
bands
oh,
like
dude, that band has a fucking 8 string and a 7 string. It's fucking nuts. But then there's bands that have all bass players. There's a band that has like 5 or 6 bass players. It's stupid.
but bands like Meshuggah that play 8-string guitars, they
Right.
cut out all the bass frequencies anyway of the bass player.
Right. They
'Cause,
just fucking,
you know, and they were playing in those tunings before they made 8-string guitars, and you know, they were pioneers. They took 7-string guitars and they slapped on bass strings,
yeah.
right? And then
Dude, it's nuts. It's an 80, dude. We had to drill through. We had to go through and customize. We
but
took a
when
durable.
sorry, this is non-movie jargon, but I have to say, so when you're playing a 7-string guitar, it's not unlike playing a 6-string guitar. It's
No.
you get used to it. When you play an
Yeah,
8-string guitar,
it's pretty easy because I mean you don't really have to, and it's cool because you can keep like shit the same too. You know what I mean? And you can just like,
yeah.
fuck, I'm just gonna use the top 4 strings anyway. I don't need anything else, so you can have that all in standard and then have that all in
But
fucking.
when you add on when you're playing an 8-string, it's a different instrument. You have to approach it differently. You can't
Oh,
play
dude,
you can't play
he has
chords
his up here.
anymore. There's no such thing as open chords. It's just so muddy.
Oh,
That's
he's
why
shredding on that motherfucker. I'm like, I don't know.
that's why you see these bands like Meshuggah or the gent bands or whatever. They're playing them like a bass. They're playing single notes because
He
that's
was
all
a
you
bass
need.
player, so he's like, yeah, dude, I'm
Yeah.
used to like thick shit. And I'm like, and he shreds too, dude. He's really good. He's gone to like, he went to the same fucking school I did, dude. But he went to California. Fucking Full Sail. He went there for music, dude. He's fucking really good at guitar. I'm all like, I gotta go. I gotta leave. Because
Yeah,
I'm like fucking
you're
chug,
left.
chug, chug, and he's all I can't fucking do that shit.
But you
I
can
try.
marry the two. You can be
Right,
the
yeah.
chug
We're
chug
not,
guy
but
and the
that's the
other guy
thing.
can
We're
be
just
the
doing this to have fun. And our boss told us he just wants to do like stupid like breakdown shit, emir shit. So
Crabcore in
pretty much.
2024.
So I'm good. I don't have to do shit.
Come down to AZ, do like all the death metal bands used to do in the early 90s and film something in the desert. Right?
Hell yeah,
They
we
always had
will.
those videos where they're
I'll go
like in
find
the
some
desert
quicksand and you'll see me jump in it.
with like the dunes and shit. Like and
I
I'll
probably
direct your
would too.
video.
I'd be the dumbass that touches it.
And you gotta let me
I'm that dumb.
direct your music video because I'm a director now. I want to do it.
Yeah, but that's what we did, dude. We just shot that music video and it was fucking awesome, dude. I had fun. I flipped around and shit. They're like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, dude, I'm crazy on stage. Like that's what I do. I flip around and shit. I'm
They
hyperactive.
still spin the guitar, dude, around.
I'm not doing that with this bad boy, but I did with my other one. I fucking flipped that shit around and I'd grab it and do like that's what I was doing.
Max
doing
living
like,
in 2010. He's still
dude,
his heart's
I
still in
am.
2010.
I went back. I'm back. I went there and I'm back, baby.
That's all right, dude. If I
Yeah.
wasn't afraid of the surgeries and all that stuff, and I
Oh
wanted to
my
grow my hair,
god, my fucking neck
I
is
would do the
killing me
windmill.
right
I'm
now,
stuck
dude.
in like the 80s. If I could do it, I would do the
Dude,
windmill.
my neck is so heavy. It feels like there's like bricks on my fucking neck right now, and I'm all.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Callaway?
Well, this is Video Rot and Mac. You
But
want
I do want to say something. I
What?
want to change the subject a little bit.
Oh, we already have.
I heard you guys talking about Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the 4th one's finally they're fucking agreeing to it. Isn't that wild? Because I just saw an interview with Ice Cube saying that he couldn't have it because they were mad that he took something else from them and it made a lot of money when he did like a second movie to it. He's like, yeah, we got the rights to this movie. We did it again and fucking it made money and they did not like that, so they wouldn't give me Friday.
Well, at the end of the
Some
and at
stupid
the end of the day, he was saying like his old guy he worked with at New Line before they got scooped up by Warner. Now is the president at Warner, and
Oh
so
shit, really? So he
and so
got
that's what he
cool.
said. He's like, so you know, he's
Fuck
my
yeah.
guy, and so
And that
we
wasn't
both
even
have-
that long ago. That's crazy. that interview that I heard that from wasn't even that
Yeah, it
long
might have
ago.
been a recent
It was like 2
transition.
months ago, 3 months ago.
But
It's how you
everybody's
gonna
dead
do
now.
without John Witherspoon? It's
Yeah.
gonna be tough, man.
I hope
mean,
they
Mike-
do have like a funeral and shit in there and do like a big thing for him at least if they do.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't think you should, unless you're gonna try and match the energy of the first one. I don't care. I think, what are they just gonna get more stupid from here? Because Friday after it was trending in a certain
Yeah.
direction. Next Friday is fun, and I think I used to, when I
Okay.
first saw it, I didn't like it because it was so jarring how
What,
different
Friday
it was.
After Next?
No, the second one. But now I like it.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, I
it's
love,
so
but
good.
now I love how they're so different. But then
Mhm.
like Friday After Next just gets so dumb. It just gets so dumb. And there's something so muted about the way it looks. I hate the way it looks. Friday After Next is bright and colorful. Like that, it really
Yeah, it's
contrasts.
super like they're definitely two different movies for
But
sure.
I love it. It's like literally they're going to the suburbs. So let's make all the
Crazy. It's
houses.
kinda
Let's
like
make the trims on the houses are bright purple and everything's
as
super
if
colorful.
it's as if like 10 years went by
Yeah.
or like
But
a whole era.
But then it kind of got all muted and they went back to the ghetto in the third one, which is cool, but it just isn't
It was
funny.
it was like
Don't say the
bootleg
G word.
ghetto.
Okay. Okay, ghetto.
Yeah.
It was bootleg ghetto Friday. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
But
just not
it was still fun. I don't know. It's fun.
Riverman and I
I can
saw that in
watch it.
theaters.
I can watch it and not I'll sit through the whole fucking movie. I don't care. I love
I
it.
saw both of those in
It's
theaters.
they're quotable still.
You saw it Next Friday in theater?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the first DVDs our family bought because we love the original Friday. My parents love
Yep.
Friday. And then when we got our first DVD player, I think the first movies they brought home
That's
were
so funny that's a family movie. That's so
It's
funny.
one of
Oh.
the first CDs I bought too, was the soundtrack.
My dad came home with a DVD player maybe in like 2000 2001, and he had Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Like look, there wasn't that many options at the time.
I love that
These are all flapper cases.
you could have
And
got Twister or something a little bit better.
the Godfather trilogy, and I don't remember it being Next Friday, but Next Friday was bought right after that.
Hell
It
yeah.
was new at
And
the
you were
time.
like, fuck yeah. You're like, what is this?
Yeah, it was a little weird,
fuck
but
is
it's
this?
super classic. And we saw the Friday After Next in theaters.
With
Todd
a
and I
lighter
did,
up,
and
and you're like,
we
fuck
didn't
yeah,
like it,
dude.
man. Let's see. They should collab with the Friday 13th and do Friday 13th. Yeah,
Friday
Jason.
the 13th with
Friday
Ice
the
Cube.
13th.
That would be funny as fuck.
If
They
they're
need to
gonna,
get, they gotta get Adam Sandler in there.
if they're gonna do
That'd be
Friday
weird as fuck.
4, like I said, I think it's a tall order, but they absolutely have to have Chris Tucker.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
say
they
I say
can't.
don't
They have
bother.
to- right.
Because if you don't
Just
have
get Mike Epps.
Debo,
You don't need Chris
Hell,
Tucker.
put Jackie Chan in there too. Put them both
why
in there
not?
together.
Make it a party.
And that would just be amazing. And I would love that movie if they did that.
If you don't have John Witherspoon and you don't have, even though Debo was in the last one, dude, you gotta make up for it. You gotta bring back Chris Tucker. And I'm not saying you don't have to have Mike
you gotta
Epps.
make this definitely better than the third one. You gotta don't be putting dumb fucking. I'm not even gonna say it.
Well, Ice Cube, he's been wanting to make 4 for so long. You know damn well he wanted to capitalize on it about 10 years ago when the Bye Felicia was such a huge meme.
Oh
about-
yeah.
Like maybe that was like 8 years ago. Oh, he was like itching, like, God, we got to announce Friday 4 now. It is
Jason Goes to
peaking
the Hood.
in nostalgia.
When Tiny Lister die like 2 years ago, I think.
A couple years ago.
Okay.
Me and my brother always talk about, we were passing channel surfing, and Tiny Lister had given his life to Christ or whatever, and he was on TBN, and he was on one of those like religious shows, and he just was scary because he's like talking about,
Oh yeah.
I gave my heart to Jesus. Like, and it's just Debo, man, looking at me with like that one lazy eye going that way.
He grabs the preacher's chain. What chain?
Yeah, he takes his rosaries. What a shame. But anyway, so Todd's got segments this week.
Yeah.
Todd's gonna pull up segments. Mac, you can help me guess.
Yeah.
Remember how this goes? He picks
I
up.
think so. Yeah.
Name that
He
keynote.
shows a clue or something.
Yeah, he
He
gives
shows
us
us something, and we have to guess what it's from.
we have to guess the movie. That's absolutely
All right,
right.
hell
So
yeah.
go ahead and
You guys got to close your comments. You
yeah,
gotta
we
go
have to
Mac
close the
during-
comments,
Oh,
Mac.
yeah, hold on.
They can play at
Yep.
home, so we're gonna close it. You guys are gonna have to guess, and we'll see. Riverman's been going through this thing where he's being a fucking total asshole with these, and
I've watched a few, and you're like, I don't know. I don't. He's like, what do you mean? It's this, and you're like,
he's
what
giving
the
me like a
fuck?
fucking zoomed in
You're like,
picture
what
of
the
the fucking Earth. Like, what the hell is this?
yeah,
man?
this is Some dirt from the porch.
Yeah, this is like a close up of some dirt. Yeah,
These are all movies you saw. I went through your letterbox, so you've
'cause
seen
he's
all.
bad
He
about
just knows.
not.
No, he knows how good you are at movies, so he has to up him up a little
He's
bit. You know,
bad
he
about
knows.
like I swear it's every week. There's at least one movie I've never seen, and that we got to make sure that we've seen it. And if you have any doubts, don't go with it. And I think if it's a movie that, like, if it was Mortal Kombat 95, you can get obscure with it. You give me some fucking bricks or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and I'm gonna know it. But
You
if
give
it's
me
a
a
movie,
close up of Sonya's tits. I already know.
yeah.
I already know.
You gotta give me like you could zoom in on the spit on Kano's face when he's like
When he's got that turkey leg sticking out of his mouth.
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
meant
what I
like
do.
when he's spitting on Sonya's leg. Give me a break.
That reminds me of when I go to Six Flags and get the fucking turkey legs, dude. I always do the Sonya blade. Nice.
Dude,
That's a fucking excellent line.
Somebody was commenting about that how disgusting it was watching Kano eat when we had that short. And I'm
It was
thinking
perfect.
I
It
always
was
thought
fucking perfect.
that looked awesome. I
Yeah,
wanted to eat
dude.
that
Yeah,
turkey leg.
Kano
absolutely.
was the fucking man right there.
I've
dude.
never seen a turkey leg look that good,
And he was
man.
talking shit to Goro. Like, he didn't give a fuck.
And I want to know where all this food comes from and what is it still hot? Is he eating cold food? Is it
I
leftovers
think they
after
just no. I think they probably just like always come out and serve. You know what I mean? Because they're standing there, right?
one of my biggest questions about the Mortal Kombat 95 movie, by the way, I love that movie so much. I've always thought about like hypotheticals. Like, for example, I always think about where the fuck's Art like right now, like, before die, because they establish him at the beginning with Johnny, they meet each other, and then all of a sudden you see Johnny running into Sonya. There's no Art, and they Scorpion, Sub-Zero, deadliest to enemies, and then from there it's like Raiden and it's Liu Kang, Sonya, and then you don't see Art again until the Goro fight. And I'm thinking, look, if I met Art Lean, somebody I recognize, and I even say, hey man, I respect you, I saw you fight in London, you were great, listen, you can't fake those moves, right? Me and my brother used to always like pretend like they were in gay porn. Like, hey, I saw you fucking London. You were great. Listen, you can't fake those. Anyway,
Everything comes back to Mortal Kombat on this.
anyway, listen. If you met somebody like that, if you're in a strange place and you're going on this strange journey and you meet someone that you have some kind of kinship with, why would you ditch him as soon as you fucking get on the boat? You're gonna hang out with that guy. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, it was really random.
You
A lot
know
of it was
you're gonna
random as
stick
fuck.
you're gonna stick together with that guy. Like, hey, let's figure out what
But I
we're
mean, a
doing.
lot of them were going for a certain thing. It reminded me of like fucking,
But apparently
Twisted Metal.
Art Lean was
They all got
actually
a gift to get if they
Art
won. They got
Lean was
something they wanted.
designed to be in that movie as an equal with the rest of them, and they cut him out. So, like, there was a scene that they cut with Shang Tsung in London talking about that fight. You saw him fight in London. You were great. They were going to show Shang Tsung recruiting Art Lean to the tournament, like he went to Hollywood, right, and like all that stuff. And so, which makes sense because they wanted you to act like he was part of the kinship in the group and then make you really feel when he gets killed by Goro and raise the stakes. But really, you don't have
Yeah, he
any of
was
that.
really random. He was really just put in place out
And,
of nowhere.
and that makes sense. But now we have this one guy we see at the beginning,
And why don't they have him in any of the games? That's
they
weird.
bootleg Charles Barkley. Yeah, let's put him in the game. But then like you meet and then you don't see him again until the Goro scene. I like when he's like just doing that shit training before Goro steps in. And then he dies, and then Johnny Cage is screaming, "Your soul is mine!" No, we're supposed to like feel for him. Like I fucking saw Art Lean one time, guys.
People we need in the game. Liu Kang's brother.
We need Chan. We need justice for Chan, dude.
Yeah, Liu Kang's brother.
Chen?
The dude that gets his soul sucked, with the dreadlocks, looks like Predator.
Yeah.
That fights. Fuck, who is he fighting?
I always love that. First of all, on the
Shang
blacktop,
Tsung.
this kid, the first fight on the beach that has like no stakes. It's like they just kind of beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, who is that? That's like fucking.
They're just sparring.
It's Eddie from Tekken.
Yeah, Eddie Gordo. No, but they it's so funny because that movie came out in 1995 when Mortal Kombat was peaking in 90 it was sort of a cross promotional tool for MK3 that was in the arcades at the same time, even down to like in the movies. They have Easter eggs in the movies, like during the reptile scene you see like the little versus screen fight codes carved into the wall of the set. It's really cool what they were doing. It's like it made you want to go see the movie more than once, and they would litter them in the credits. Anyway, kids would talk a lot of shit. You didn't know. It's like we didn't have the internet, and not these games weren't we didn't all have home console ports. The MK3 port, I don't even think had made it to Super Nintendo at that
I was staying
point.
the night at my friend's house when I first found out about this game.
I think it was on PlayStation, which was brand new at the time, and then arcades. Anyway, bottom line, kids gossip. This is how stuff gets around. This is the same reason how like the nudality code went around. It's just all gossip. Oh yeah, there's a code you can put in.
Well,
Instead
if you
of
went to the stores, you could find like the books too, and they would tell you.
yeah,
I have a lot of them.
not so
The
much.
Fergality thing was definitely like later
But like
on,
kids
though,
used to
for
say,
Sega.
instead of a fatality, instead of like blowing the kiss of death on you, Sonya Blade will just take her tits out and blow you or whatever. And it was a nudality. Like, what kind of fun? Like, finish me off that way anytime. And it brings a whole new context to finish him, dude. Finish him. Just fucking jerking him off, dude. But and then his head pops. No, but and that was obviously a lie. But anyway, going back to Eddie Gordo, that guy, a Rastafarian dude, some kid told me, and I believed him because I hadn't played Mortal Kombat 3 yet. He said, "Oh yeah, it's Nightwolf," because he made like a growl sound. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And like, are you the same fucking kid that told me Noob Saibot's name was Mr. Simpson? And I believed it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this is Shadow Guy in MK2. He's hidden, and it was, and I didn't know it at the time.
Smoke.
And he's like, his Mr. And he just kept calling him Mr. Simpson. I'm like, oh, where's Mr. Simpson? I'm like, now it's like, where the fuck did you pull Mr. Simpson out of your ass? I don't understand this, but
all right, moving on.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got segments. Check.
Oh yeah, we went way on.
That's what it was bound to happen. We got Matt coming in. We were kind of get crazy, but
we get crazy with the Mortal Kombat.
I don't see anything.
Close the comments.
We did. They've been closed.
Oh, they've been closed. Okay, let me. Okay.
Why don't you have it? Why don't you have the stuff lined up on the left side? Whatever. For the purpose of this video, we won't do it. But you should be lined up on the side panel.
How do I change your?
I got it. I did it.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay, perfect.
It's that little thing. All right. So
name that Kino.
This is this fuck, what is it? That fucking movie with oh god, what is it? Urban Legend?
No.
This is
Candyman.
Resurrection.
Candyman.
Resurrection, right? Halloween.
Matt got it.
What's
Matt
up?
got it. First slide.
Nice.
What's up?
Well, hey, I knew it was a Dimension fucking late 90s thing. I was that's where I was homing.
Okay, would you have gotten on this?
I would have gotten.
Yeah, we could see you on the news. Yeah. I would have got
funny
that
thing, the little AOL chat thing.
What was your giveaway? Go through all of them. So what whoa, I want to see what the giveaway slide was.
Well, here's the, of course,
Yeah, we want to see the giveaway slide. Like when we suck and we can't get it. Where it was gonna be Busta
Rhymes.
Rhymes.
Where it shows them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking hate that mask.
Bust.
That is the worst fucking mask out of them all. I don't get it.
Did anybody in the chat get it?
No. Blaine guessed Candyman 92.
Bro, I'm the only one.
Yeah, you got it.
You guys didn't know Halloween?
You got it in like -2 seconds. You got it.
Right. I was gonna say it before that, but I had food in my mouth.
Okay, so all right. So let's go to round 2 then.
All right.
He's like, damn, someone got one.
That was too quick, dude.
Sorry.
That's what she said, right?
No, that's fine.
I'm weird
man.
with Halloween movies.
I'm bringing back that's what she said. By the way, I feel like people haven't done that.
I say that every fucking day.
What about pause? Everybody's pause.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
That's what all the kids say now.
That must be an Arizona thing. Or where are you from?
No.
Hey, you're even like, I'm from Arizona, dude. Come on, we can't even get the shit. I know where you're from.
Oh, I know that. I thought you guys were. I'm not gonna say.
we were like domestic partners.
Oh wait, this is
something 70s, Starman, Carpenter something. Is it They Live?
No, it's not They Live.
I know. I'm just sometimes it's easier just to spout off stuff.
It's got to be a goofy movie. Is it Mr. Bean or something?
That just because that looks like Rowan Atkinson doesn't mean this is Mr. Bean.
It does look like
that's what triggered it.
That's what I thought.
Of course it is.
No, but it's got to be something goofy. BBC.
A gamer guy.
BBC.
Gamer guy got it.
First slide. Gamer guy got it.
Nice. So
I'm a closet Resurrection fan. He said, "Shut the fuck up! Don't
no. Don't look at the chat, Max.
Don't look.
Max,
don't look
looking at the chat. Don't look at it. That's
I don't
cheating.
even know what it is. I don't even know. I
But
didn't
don't look at the
look.
chat because somebody put the answer in
No,
there.
he said, sorry. Yeah, I'll click out of it.
Don't look at it.
I'm not looking. I'm not. He said something about resurrection. That's all I saw.
Yeah, just God, I
Smell
mean,
like
I don't know.
closet
I need
resurrection.
another
Fuck
slide.
you, dude.
No slide. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's older.
Dude,
Oh, is that Thurlestone Hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Rain
Is it,
Man? Don't know.
is this
No,
Batman?
no, it's older. It looked like an 80s at least, if not 70s. Prince of Darkness. I don't know, man. I'm at a
Keep
lot.
going.
How many slides do we have before we keep going?
I give you one more.
That's it. Oh, one more to guess it, or there's
Yeah.
One more to guess it.
Okay, all right. So just give us that last one, and if we don't get in this one, we lose. These are tougher. Oh, is this
Oh,
is this
this is
American Werewolf?
Yeah, this is no.
American Werewolf? No. What
Nope.
the? Oh, is this Rawhead Rex?
Nope.
No, this is oh fuck.
Oh, is that guy from the Crossing Guard? You know, fuck, what's his name? You know the guy. You guys know the guy.
I don't
You know
know
that actor from the Crossing Guard?
Hold on.
The criminal?
This isn't Bad Taste, is it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Is that David? Is it David Morris? David Morris. What is his fucking name? I gotta look at the cross. I'm gonna find out this actor's name really quick. The Crossing Guard.
Aaron, did your camera freeze up, Aaron?
It did.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, he's gonna.
I started to like her. I look like Matt Dillon. All right, nothing happened at all. I didn't shit the bed over here at all. But yeah, I still don't know the movie, but that looks like David Morse, that from the Crossing Guard, and I'm really struggling. I can't make out who the lady is. She's giving me Julia energy, and this looks like an English movie, right? I don't know if it's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, it's in England or something like that, or Scotland or something.
Wait, zoom in on that lady again.
That's as good as it's gonna look, right? I mean, is it a local hero?
No.
I'm struggling. Is this like an easy one? It's not.
Oh, it's an easy one because Gamer Guy got it in the first slide.
Oh well, I don't know. I mean, the two English movies that I thinking of horror was, American Werewolf and then Rawhead Rex, and I don't know. I give up. This has been going on too long because I had lost connection for a bit.
All right, Mac, you give up?
Oh, sorry. I have the comments came up, so I'll turn it back off. Yeah, I don't know it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, okay. Jeez Louise. Well, I have a question. Why do you order your things? It looks like you go backwards to have your one. That's the way
I
you
do.
order. That's so fucking weird. And of course, Gamer Guy would get it.
Yep.
Hold on. So
first slide is where they're talking about the comet.
Yeah.
Second, the hospital.
Yeah, no, I get it now.
The lady who's
Life Force is fucking awesome. I love the way those.
I don't remember it. I think I watched.
They look
it
like
when I was in my
They look like
Forbidden
Return
World.
They look like Return of the
kick.
Living Dead zombies, which I like. And I've only watched Life Force once, so I'm gonna give myself a slight pass on that. I think those were a little too hard for a movie I've seen once. Personally, those were a little hard, but fair enough. I couldn't land on it. And because you were specifically avoiding the obvious sets.
Yeah, I'm not going to show you space.
But for a movie I've seen one time, that's too much of a red herring.
Well, I didn't know you've seen it one time.
How many times have you seen it?
Like 3 times.
Fucking liar.
I just watched it. Like I just told everybody I watched it last week.
For the second time, third time, really?
No, third time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so it's fresh in your mind. That's why you feel like you can do that. But yeah, for the really hard movies, I think you could throw a red herring because you made it look like Rawhead Rex or something like that, where it's all like English countryside or whatever.
It's one of the greatest horror directors ever. I mean, how could this?
Yeah, I mean, this is a dead giveaway. You could have shown Matilda, and that would have been a dead giveaway. You could have given me Patrick Stewart.
How do I not? I don't know how many times you watched the fucking movie.
You could have given me Patrick
I don't.
Stewart,
It
though.
doesn't show me that on Letterbox.
But you should have given me Patrick Stewart.
How obvious do you want these fucking things? I mean,
You show
come
me
on.
scenery in the back of
Gamer
one guy's
guy
fucking head.
got it. The first slide, I think you should be able to get it on the fourth slide.
What was
Right?
can we go back to the first slide, please? Let's go see what you gave us. What'd you feed us?
Whoops. This one.
Okay, it's fair enough, but yeah, that one's fine. But for a movie I haven't watched a lot.
If I would have showed you the part where the comment is here in the actual BBC News, you would have gotten it.
Yeah, the next one was like, no, I don't remember the fucking hospital names of a movie I've seen, even twice. But go ahead to the third one. This one was like, oh, it was just
completely
screaming.
Obvious.
Is it now?
Yeah, because he's pretty much laying there in the hospital bed and he sees the girl.
It's
as
obvious, Riverman. It's obvious to somebody that just watched the movie.
It's a pretty big scene, man. I mean,
it's obvious to somebody that just rewatched the movie.
Well,
that's fine.
I mean,
I'm gonna get
gamer guy got on the first slide.
Gamer guy, when was the last time you watched this movie? Might I ask? Kelly Lee Ochoa. That movie reminds me of Stephen King's Thinner. Yeah, that guy, he did look like Thinner. Remember when he ate that pie, that rhubarb pie? Anyway, so gamer guy, don't fucking lie to me, Will. Fucking lying to me, dude.
See,
anyway,
he's 0 for 2. He's getting salty now.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, yeah, no, it's absolute bullshit. Todd's like not good.
How is this?
We got to abandon this. I think we got to abandon these segments because Todd.
No.
Good at them.
No.
He's a bad host, and he's an equally bad contestant.
I think I got 2 last week, didn't I? I got 2 out of. Yeah. So you can redeem yourself.
You got 2%. Anyway, next one.
No, I got both. I got what 66%.
All right, next one.
Next
one. I'm not 0 for 2. Me and Mac are on a team. This is like Wild and Crazy Kids.
No. It's 1-0. Don't let them lie to you.
You're 0 for 2, Aaron. Okay, here we go.
I got to find out why my monitor looks like ass. I got to find out why my fucking nice ass, expensive ass monitor looks like ass.
Probably have to go through the settings again and reset it.
All right, name that Kino.
Trying
fucking Gone in 60 Seconds.
No, look at that. The age of that car. I'm trying to. I mean, it could be anything because it doesn't necessarily have to be the era of the car. It could be
Stone
a little
Cold.
after. That's not Stone Cold. Oh
shit.
Gosh, I'm trying to look at the background. What does that sign say back there behind the car? There's a guy peeking in over there. Some Biff Tannen looking dude.
I'm gonna say next slide.
What does that go? Zoom in. What's that say? Alga Wheel. Oh, is that the name of a shop? Oh, wheel alignment. That's nothing. Okay, well,
anybody in the chat?
Hold on. Is this twins?
No.
Okay. Remember Danny DeVito has the ringer where he steals the cars? Okay. Yeah, I don't have. Go ahead and give another one.
Okay. Name that Kino.
Oh, this Sage Stallone looking motherfucker. Does this ring a bell to you, Mac?
No.
Something tells me I'm going to want to fucking murder Todd after all this is done.
What are you talking about? You've seen this movie. I checked your letterbox.
Okay, I probably have. It's probably a piece of shit movie too. Yeah, I don't know who this fucking Mary is on the screen. I have no idea who this guy is. Legit. Did anybody in the chat get it?
No, it's not that gamer guy. No, nobody's gotten it yet.
I don't fucking
Judd Kelly. Nelson's, what do you think?
Judd Nelson's kid right here on camera. It looks like a Zack Snyder movie. Is this Dawn of the Dead remake?
No. This isn't a horror film.
Gosh, dude, Super Troopers. I don't fucking.
No.
I have no idea.
I'll give you another. I'll give you another one.
Yeah, Mac's struggling too. The New Guy,
No,
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
no,
Scream 6, Scream 7.
no,
Oh, Good Boys.
no.
Oh. I don't this looks like a fucking Disney Channel movie with these kids. I don't know what this fucking
No,
is.
no gamer guy.
Mac, does these people ring a bell?
No.
Beethoven's third, Beethoven's fourth. That looks like the chick from like Modern Family. I don't know what this is, dude.
No gamer guy.
That the kid up front where you just see like his Scooby Doo hair. He looked like that Nate Tremblay, Jacob Tremblay. That's why I thought it was that Good Boys movie, that comedy. Dude, I have no clue. I have no fucking clue.
Let me give you another one. Let me give you anybody in the chat.
Yeah, when nobody's getting in the chat, I don't think you have a lot to say anymore.
Okay.
When Will stops getting them right. Dude, I fucking have a clue. What the fuck is this? Mac, do you know?
Hold on.
She looks like you with a wig, Todd. I have no fucking clue what this is. I have no idea what this is. Anybody in the chat?
A little bit.
Anybody
A little
in the
bit
chat?
Q. Maybe not early, but later. No, not Scream. It's not.
I already guessed the Scream flick. I give up.
It's not horror.
Mac, do you give up? I give up.
No, Blaine. Close, but no. You give up?
I give up.
All
What
right.
choice have you given me?
Is it the ladies' man? Yeah, I don't know.
The fucking chauffeur or that movie where he's the bus driver?
Yep.
Oh my god.
What's it called?
Nobody would get this.
What's it called? Not the chauffeur,
It's the
the
chaperone.
The chaperone.
Yeah.
This movie
What
I watched.
fuck? Even
I watched this fucking movie like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I watched it with a brother and we were like fucking so out of it. Yeah, I remember this movie. And you give us these hard ass fucking slides for the chaperone.
It gives it away.
Dude,
this slide gives away. That's the main girl in it, right there.
Dude,
and that's
then
the
think
the teacher too.
Then you just don't pick the chaperone. I don't understand what this.
How am I trolling? He watched this. This is in his letterbox. I tried to find a movie in his letterbox.
Give me a school bus. We don't want to give me a school bus. You don't have to have fucking Hunter Hemsley in there.
This is a chaperone. I mean, they're obviously at the
Are they?
museum or whatever.
Are they? Is it that obvious? You could have given me a school bus.
This is the lady from the end. Remember?
I don't give a fuck who it is. Like I remember her.
Remember in the end of the movie where she's on the radio and she clears Triple H's name.
I don't remember any of it. I don't remember anything. I remember Triple H was in it. I remember he's fucking looking all derpy on the cover. It's bad Photoshop where he's like in front of a school bus with his arms like this. It's the kind of movie that he used to always sell at Walmart. That's all I remember about this movie. And there's some fucking kids in it. That's it.
Well, you're 0 for 3, brother.
Well, you're fucking 0 for all of them for being like a shit fucking host on this, man.
How am I a shit host? I gave you a Halloween Resurrection. I gave you, what was the last one I gave you?
Exactly, Dr. Giggles.
You could have showed a clip from Airbud and I would have guessed that.
It looks like some Airbud shit. Look at this. Exactly, Dr. Giggles. Look at it. Hard mode, bro. Absolute ridiculousness. Jeez.
Oh, come on. It's
Gamer Guy just got to get good, Aaron. No, I don't think so, Gamer Guy.
That's right, Gamer Guy.
You didn't get it either.
Style, man.
Gamer Guy get it either.
Well,
no, and Blaine, look at that. Riverman is trolling so hard. He absolutely is.
I'm not trolling.
Yeah, Kelly, it wouldn't be Ghostbusters because Riverman's not that kind. He's not going to do Ghost. He'll do Meatballs 4. He'll do some fucking bullshit like that. And he'll show me like some fucking third extra that's like 20th down the call list on
I'm
Meatball 4.
going based on movies that are on your letterbox, like you told me to, because you were giving me shit last
Yeah,
time
but
because you said you haven't seen this
but
movie.
but let me ask you something. Okay, fair enough. You don't know how many times I've seen a movie like Life Force. Fair. Do you really think I've watched The Chaperone more than once? You really think that's a movie that I chose to watch?
Yeah,
And
we
like,
think
hey,
that that's your favorite movie, Aaron.
like I gotta watch this shit again. And I'm gonna
Wow.
give him these hard. And I know Todd's never seen it. He's just picking
I've
random ass. You have?
I've seen The Chaperone. Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time
Mhm.
you watched it?
All right, 10 years ago.
Okay. And how familiar were these images that you were picking out when you saw them? Probably not at all. At all.
But it's not on my letterbox.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fucking take you to fucking town, and Mac's gonna take you to Pound Town next week. All right.
It
That's what you gotta say.
it obviously made an impression.
What's that from?
Okay, it obviously made an impression on you if you put it on your letterbox. So you didn't just sit there and not watch it.
Ishmael, Aaron has his viewpoint. Todd has his own. These guys just aren't on the same page. Crazy thing is they're both right for where they see things. Absolutely. All I get out of this is I'm right. You're saying I'm also right. And that's all I care. No,
You just want
Todd's
me to go
Todd's
easy on
trolling.
ya.
Todd's
No.
trolling. And it's fine. It's fine. The cycle continues. That's all it means. So next week, baptism by fire. Mac,
Bring it.
you can come here and you can baptism with cum. But I'm gonna drag him through it next week. It's not gonna be pretty, folks. Fucking The Chaperone. I'm just gonna get some fucking movie with
Hey,
the Miz.
give him
We're gonna
some
do
space
we're gonna
from,
do Name That Kino WWE has been third roster tier fucking starring movies only. I'm gonna get fucking what is that John Cena movie? What's that John Cena movie he did?
No, do the
The Marine. I'm
Christmas
gonna do the
movie.
Marine 3 with the Miz. I'm gonna do Marine 4 with fucking Cody Rhodes.
Not on
I'm
my
gonna
letterbox. Not on my letterbox.
Oh, that hasn't stopped you in the past, has it, Todd? Has it? Hasn't. That's right. Drink up. Drink up. All right. Anyway,
You're
we're
just
done with that
salty.
segment.
You're just salty.
No, you need to do
What, Mac? Go ahead.
no, I was saying you need to
You're 0 for 3. That's all that matters.
you need to do Jingle All the Way too and see if he gets it right.
Jingle all the way to yeah. Fuck.
With Larry
Well,
the Cable Guy. He probably would because Larry the
if
Cable
you
Guy.
see Larry the if he did Jingle all the way too, he
'Cause he's
wouldn't
only got,
show
like,
us
2
Larry the Cable
movies.
Guy. He wouldn't
Yeah, he
show us
would.
Larry the Cable.
He would show you a box.
He wouldn't show us anything to do with Christmas. He would make it look like it was a war movie in Vietnam somehow. Which is fair enough if it's a movie we've seen a million times, but he knows damn well that I've probably never watched Jingle All the Way to, which I haven't.
Shit, that's fucking
It's
funny.
not supposed to be too easy. Name That Kino Deathmatch. No,
Blaine says
100%.
River is trolling so hard.
Name That Kino Kumite. Now, if Todd was nice and he gave me some fucking Kumite, some blood sport, I'd know that shit like the fucking back of my hand. I'd know that more than I know Bola Young's big fat tit that hangs down to his belly button. Like I know that big fat tit anywhere. All right, well, good to go. How do I fucking take this shit off here? There we go. All right, so let's just go ahead. I want to talk about the movie I made Riverman watch, and I'm just kidding, by the way. It's all good. I made Todd watch The Beekeeper because I watched it in theaters. It's kind of an older movie now, and I saw it when it came out in theaters. Had a really good time with it. I got the 4K. I'll talk about that here in a few minutes as well. But Todd, fresh in mind, what did you think? Before you say anything, I have to say, Jason Statham, in my opinion, has sold his soul. He's been away for too long, doing like the ensemble films, doing the fast movies, and Hobbs and Shaw, terrible movies. He became just way too big. But there was a period in time, like after he had done Transporter, for like a decade, where he was doing War with Jet Li, and he was doing I think before this movie, his best movie was Safe. Before his last good movie, right?
Safe.
That was his
Yeah.
last good one, I think. Safe.
What was the one the backwoods movie? Was it
Oh,
Hometown or
Homefront.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, Homefront's okay. Homefront was originally Rambo 4,
Yeah.
Rambo 5, but which is funny because I think I like Homefront better than the real Rambo 5. But Homefront's okay. It's a good movie. It's the kind of movie you would have watched on Cinemax late at night in the 90s. It's nothing. It's gonna change the game, but it was fun. And I like David Ayer. He's not perfect. He's usually bogged down by the studio system. Whenever he gets handed a big movie like Suicide Squad, he just absolutely spews out utter bullshit. But movies like End of Watch are great. You know, got his when he's doing the crime stuff, it's really good. Anyway, he did this and I liked it as well. But Riverman, what did you think of the Beekeeper? And then we'll kind of talk about the story. Or do you want to talk about the story first?
Oh,
I'll
we can
run
talk about the story.
I'll run down the story. It's
Yeah.
very simple setup. The beginning starts off like kind of a generic Statham movie. He's this good old boy that's just renting fucking barn space to tend to bees in Felicia Rashad's farm, which that's Miss Cosby, right? Mrs. Cosby. And you know, he obviously has a past, but he's got a heart of gold, obviously, because in this sweet old black woman's so nice to him. And then she gets a phone call from a scammer. This movie should just be called Elder Abuse the Movie, or Jason Statham takes on elder abuse. But anyway, which is it's fine. It's topical. That really happens.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Felicia Rashad, she gets duped. Whatever. She's older, but first of all, I have a couple questions. She manages an account, and at no point if someone's letting this older woman. I get it. She's older, but she's managing accounts, charity accounts, children's charity accounts with $2 million in it, and she hasn't been briefed on scams. You
She
know,
doesn't know. Yeah, she doesn't know anything about computers
You know what I
or
mean? And she's
scams or
managing
what.
an account. She doesn't know the simply. So that wasn't really adding up for me. If you work in a financial institution, you're privy to all this stuff. I just would think if you had that position, you would know. Anyway, and then they did this company of scumbags from a phony call center that's led by bootleg Drake Bell. Doesn't that look like Drake and
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah,
dude?
yeah,
The guy looks like Drake and Josh. And yeah, they take her money, they drain her accounts, and then in like 2 seconds, she decides to end it all.
Yep.
Don't you think if you really didn't know what you were doing and you kind of realize what happened, if she didn't know any better what was happening, you'd think you wouldn't you would think you would make some phone calls. Like, is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do to remedy? What can why do you just go straight to killing yourself?
Well, I didn't even know she's dead until Statham walked in with the daughter and was like, "Oh, your mom's dead," that sort of thing.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
Statham comes to the door. He's gonna bring us some honey, and knocks the door. Comes in. No one's answering. She comes in, and they find her dead with a gunshot wound, self-inflicted. And then at the same time, a cop comes to the door who is revealed to be her daughter. She thinks Statham,
FBI agent, but yeah,
FBI agent, whatever. They're all fucking pigs. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Blue Lives Matter. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, that's not in this. He didn't say that.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. If anybody out there is in law enforcement, I salute you. But anyway,
Pig.
so die pig, that fucking Brian Thompson in Cobra. Anyway, yeah. So naturally, she's emotional and she thinks Jason Statham did it because she didn't know who he was, and he has to explain himself. Like, I rent a room from your mother on the premises, and it's like, oh, she's a sweet, and she's like, oh, she lives here alone. Why are you letting your fucking old mom live alone? You don't ever check on her. But
She
anyway,
doesn't give a fuck about her.
they traced it, kind of figured out what happened. Like, oh, these accounts got wiped out, and there's this agency we've been on the heels of. They've been at it for 2 years, blah blah blah. Jason Statham's name is cleared. Okay, well, her daughter's got her own fucking axe to grind, right? And then she starts like drinking and shit like that. But Jason Statham, being Jason Statham's like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, right? That's kind of how he is. Except he doesn't talk very much in this movie, if you notice. He really doesn't
yeah,
talk at all, which is
which
good.
is good. Yeah,
That works great for Jason Statham
Mm.
because he's not, he's one note. But anyway, when the officer comes back, sorry, the FBI agent comes back. Sorry, the federal pig. No, I'm just kidding. I'll bleep that out. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. uh, when she comes back around, she kind of apologizes. Jason Statham is still in the barn. I'm like, okay, I get it. He's probably got some kind of lease, or they're not going to necessarily kick him out. But I don't know. What do you do in that situation? You're renting out space in a barn like an animal from a woman that killed herself, and then the crime scene and all that stuff. They're just gonna they let you stay in the barn? I don't know. But guess what he's doing? He's like cutting oranges, doing honey, which by the way, we learn he makes a few phone calls. Oh, he's a man with a past. He used to be the secret top like spook or whatever. And we come
He's a
to learn
beekeeper.
we don't know that yet, Todd. You're jumping ahead. We learned from Jeremy Irons, we learned from Alfred Pennyworth that he's a beekeeper, which, okay, you're a beekeeper. I actually think the code name and all that stuff and what they do protect the hive is really cool. But why does he also really like tend to bees?
Well,
Why is
because he's got to hide the cell phone in the beehive, like he does. If he needs to call the
yeah, but
beekeeper headquarters, he hides the phone in the beehive.
but why? You think you could do all this stuff with a whole bunch of other reasons? Like, why do you have to be a beekeeper? Because the double entendre wouldn't work then, would it? It wouldn't be clever. Like, he's actually a beekeeper. It's funny, right? Anyway, and he's bringing her honey. Okay, great. So he makes a call, and he calls his old buddies at Spook Central and says, "I need a name. Who are these fucking guys?" And she gives him the name, and he goes. And I love how fast this movie, it just gets right into it.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Felicia Rashad's dead. The next scene, he's like fucking at this fucking building with a tanks of gas.
Mhm.
And he's wearing a hat that's way too big for him. I love that ball cap. It's like a
It-
triple X, dude. And he goes in this building and tells everybody, hey, first he has like he scuffles with the security guards, which I think from what I understand, it's a general. Well, no, they make it clear that that it's owned by the same person. I don't know if everybody on every floor, if it's all crooked, but it seemed like the ground floor was like prostitution or like call girls or something. I don't know, but
I think that was just a secretary.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But whatever. He beats the shit out of the guards. He tells the secretary to get out, and then he goes up to the call floor, and he makes his stand and makes people do a pledge. I will not take advantage of elderly people. It almost feels like a public service announcement. Like it's really a PSA. And then I love the one guy that just like shushes him because he's on the phone, dude. And he's what is he beats the fuck out of him with the phone over and over and over again. And then he does it again. He sets the whole place on fire, and the people that are left, he just kicks the shit out of them. All that's very, very, very satisfying. Bootleg Drake Bell calls, who we find out is his real boss, which is Josh Hutcherson. That fucking guy from what is it called? Katniss. What are those fucking
that 70s
movies?
show. I mean, he looks like
Josh Hutcherson. No, he's in those fucking movies with like Chasing Fire, Katniss. What's that fucking shit where they kill each other? Rip off of what the
Hunger
fuck is
Games.
it? Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Saying every other thing but Hunger Games. Anyway, so they kind of like do the old switcheroo on you because okay, so Hunger Games is like, hey, Drake Bell, you're connected to the mob, right? Get your Goombas and fucking hunt this guy down. You know what he looks like. Find him and take care of it. So he
Teach him
brings
a
some of
lesson.
his they take some of his Goombas.
We're gonna hurt your bees.
They're going to the farm. And yeah, they are. They go into his barn. They're like, oh, that's his fucking truck. We know that fucking truck. We know that F-150 anywhere because those aren't common. They go in the barn, and Jason Statham gets the fucking drop on him, beats the shit out of him. He saws off he cuts off the Drake Bell's fingers, which is pretty cool, and kills everybody. And Drake Bell kind of gets away, and he's calling his boss. Fucking Statham catches up with him in the car.
This guy's being mean to us.
And he fucking ties him to the car or whatever, tethers him to the car.
I love that, dude.
Sends it off a bridge, and he just sees this guy's body flying. And it's really, really, really satisfying. And then you get that cool scene where he then grabs the phone and talks to, that fucking Hunger Games. Who is this type of thing? And he's trying to be all hard on the other line or whatever. Anyway, bootleg Hunger Games. We're going to learn more about bootleg Hunger Games here and about who he is. But for starters, we just see that he's got a guy with him played by Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons tells him the skinny on what a beekeeper is. And of course, in true action movie fashion, you always have to really hype up your action star, like make him like the most badass guy in the world. And Jeremy Irons, an old guy who was a spook, who's probably a pretty tough guy himself, is like, oh, a beekeeper, you're pretty much dead. You fucked up.
Yep.
Like he's gonna kill you.
He knows exactly who he is. Yeah,
it's like your son's like, you're done. You have no chance. He's the baddest of the bad. It's just that whole thing. They always do that in those movies. Like, oh, you fucked up.
That's why I love that.
Wick movies.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's his job to kind of protect him and bail him out.
Definitely.
I think this movie does a good job of kind of spoon feeding you little bits of exposition without giving it all away. You see Jeremy. You don't really know who Jeremy Irons is right away. It's like, is he his dad? Is he his who is this guy? But clearly, Josh Hutcherson is like some fucking Gen Z playboy. He kind of looks like a crypto bro. We don't know a whole lot about him, but clearly he's operating all these fucking slimy businesses. But he's on like what is he on, like his fucking like hoverboard or whatever he's on. He's got like his earpiece. He's getting like vegan smoothies. He's that asshole. Jeremy Irons, gets a call or calls who we discover is Josh Hutcherson's mom, and they clearly have a thing, and he makes a pact with her. He's like, fine, he's like, protect him. Like, all right, you have my word. So he then calls the Beekeeper institution or whatever and says, hey, your old rogue guy, we got to take care of him. Get the current Beekeeper on him. Like, okay, we'll do it.
The worst part of the movie, in my opinion.
And then they send this fucking, I guess, current Beekeeper who has Jason Statham's job now. She looks like somebody out of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to be inconspicuous with this look? She looks like she came out of Fortnite or Mad Max or something.
That's so
She's got, like,
stupid.
crazy pink purple mohawk. Fucking, she's like killing cops and shit. I'm like, I don't know. I get it. You more or less have a license to kill, but don't you like kind of fly under the radar? You try it. Like, it makes no sense. And they're at a gas pump. Jason Statham's just sitting at his gas pump. She runs her truck into him and hits him. Which what a way to sneak up on a guy. Your job is to kill him. You had him. He's just chilling there.
She has a minigun in the back of her truck.
Yeah, but you're just sitting. You ram into him and you give him you alert him.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Sneak up on him, shoot him. But whatever, she rams into him with her car, and then she's got a damn minigun on top. It just kind of turns into wacky. Like, what is this? She's a little out of place of the rest.
She is very out of
the
place.
rest of the film. But it's fun because he beats the shit out of a woman. He just beat the shit out of her. He gets the upper hand, and he ultimately sets her on fire, which is pretty great. So anyway, once again, you got to talk up your action hero because they get the phone call from Minnie Driver, who, ex movie star Minnie Driver, who's no longer a movie star because she's like 10th billing in this movie, and she's like lead of Spook Central. And then she calls Jeremy Irons like, yeah, our guy's toast. We're out. We're remaining neutral here. Like, and he hangs up the phone like, damn, I knew this was going to happen because Jason Statham's too much of a badass. And so he's like made to handle it. So he hires a whole bunch of fucking what do you call them?
Ex-Marines.
No, what are they called? Mercs.
Mercenaries.
He gathers up a whole team of mercs, and he's telling them, like, he's got like all these fucking mercs, dude. These ex-Marines, these fucking probably Black Ops, Green Beret types. I think they're all Green Berets. And he's giving them the biz. He's like, all right, here's your mission. We got to take this guy down. And these guys are all tough themselves. Like, oh yeah, fucking no problem. Like, oh, don't you dare. This guy will take you down. Don't underplay it. This one man will kill all you fucking Green Berets. It's like they really sell it hard, which I'm sorry. That's what I want in my action movies, actually. I love that because that's the way they used to treat Rambo. Colonel Troutman used to be the same way. Like, no, they need protection from him. It was like that whole fucking thing. We're sending Rambo to the fucking Afghan. Like, no, I'm not worried about Rambo. I'm worried about all your guys.
Kills all 50 guys at once. Absolutely.
I love it. So, anyway, the whole plot about the elder abuse shit is kind of a red herring, and it goes into a different place. So it turns out we learn more about the Beekeeper thing, the government program, license to kill. He can kill anybody at will, and he's got full clearance to do so. And you're protecting the hive. You're kind of like cutting the roots so the tree can survive. You're doing whatever it takes for the balance of the hive. And we find out that Josh Hutcherson is like fucking he's basically Hunter Biden. He's like Gen Z Hunter Biden, and his mom that we've been seeing throughout the film is the president, the current president of the United States.
Yep.
I guess Jeremy Irons is the dad or whatever. They had a fling, right? Is he the dad? I can't remember. Or do they just have a fling?
No,
the dad's dead. They talk about the dad being dead.
Fling, yeah.
Jeremy Irons was like the head of like maybe her security or whatever, and he's been tasked to guard her, whatever, and they had a fling. So then it becomes a whole other fucking thing. And then literally the whole movie kind of ends, and maybe it kind of comes off as random, but I don't know. I kind of like it. This is all kind of batshit. It started off as one movie. Now it's like Jason Statham, not the White House, because he heads to another building where there's like a function going on, raising money. Is it raising money for like an election? I can't remember.
They go to like Camp David slash Island.
They're having like some kind of big
Yeah.
fundraiser or something's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. He fucking just shows up and he's kicking ass and he's like a superhero. Jason
Mhm.
Statham is unstoppable in this movie. He is like it's like he took the ooze, man. He got the super shredder ooze in him because he is just fucking kicking ass. He's getting through fucking he's getting through security, president security and shit like that, special agents like it's nobody's business. And then he's basically trying to work himself up to where Hunter Biden is. And Hunter Biden is locked up in the room with the mommy, right? And then he's getting closer, taking out all the men. And then Hunter Biden, who does
The pre-
go ahead.
the president, the woman president says she finds out what Hunter Biden has been doing, with the whole scam and
that's
all
how
this
she
stuff.
got her money. Like, she got like
Yeah.
her campaign
That's how
funds.
she got elected.
Yeah, it's like
pretty much.
what will happen when people find out? Like, this is how I got, yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I need to tell the beekeeper the truth. I didn't know any of this. I need to tell him that I didn't know."
And what does he do? What does Hunter Biden do?
He tries to shoot his mom in the head.
Yeah. Who does he shoot though? He tries to shoot his mom and he kills somebody.
He shoots like the head of, I don't know, CIA or something. I don't know.
He's in too deep and it becomes like a hostage situation. And it's absolutely batshit crazy. You know where it's going. Fucking Jason Statham fucking, gets in there. He gets roughed up a bit in the hallways a little bit. There's a good action sequence right before he gets into the room.
By that the guy with one leg that he
The
kicks
guy
out
with the guy with one leg that keeps showing up. Yeah. And Hunter Biden ends up dying. And Jason Statham, he just gets away, right? He slips away and that's it.
He jumps out the window and then he dives into the ocean with stuff on, and
They should have had him swimming with the dolphins, dude, like Axl Rose.
Yeah,
and he gets away and he probably goes off to Beekeep under a different name, and there we go. You get your sequel. But it's kind of a
GTA 5 shit.
it was a no frills, not overly long. It's not too overly long. It doesn't really waste your time, and it's just fucking mind-numbing action, and I fucking enjoyed it. I got kind of what I wanted out of it. It does. The plot kind of goes into a couple different areas, but I wasn't expecting it. Like when I saw it in theaters and it just took a fucking shift. Like, oh, it's what? Now we're like going up against the fucking government now? What the hell? But what did you think? What were your thoughts?
I had a lot of fun with it, man. I couldn't stop watching it. Okay, so quick story. I started watching it last night. Huge storm rolled through. My neighbor's tree got knocked over. Like 100-mile-an-hour winds. All my power went out for the rest of the night. So I didn't get to watch it. So I had to watch it today. And I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know why I like this movie so much. It was just a lot of fun, man. Like you're saying, the one part I didn't like was we were talking about the other beekeeper.
The Fortnite lady.
I thought it was stupid. I think they could have cut that all out.
Oh, you had a problem with the overall action of it?
It was fine, but
I just felt the character was really like out of whack. Like, who is this cartoon character that just showed up?
See, I was going up, like I was on a high, and then I kind of got to that part, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty fucking stupid. And then I had to build back up and actually, but I like the ending. I thought it was cool. I thought like he tried to turn on his mom after all that shit she did for him, and then he ended up taking him out. And yeah, it was fun, man. I had a lot of fun this movie. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10. I really liked it.
I think it was just the character of that other beekeeper. I think it would have been more interesting if it was somebody that actually looked like could have been Jason Statham's equal, like a very stoic kind of figure. But I'm sorry, not to be sexist, but you get this like half naked girl prancing around with like Fortnite hair. And I'm like, she's this big threat. And guess what? She doesn't give Jason Statham a run for the money.
No, he
kind of makes easy work out of her. And the reason why I don't like that is it kind of minimizes the beekeeper lore, right? Oh, if these guys are the baddest of the baddest, like this is the person that
how did she
how did she get the job?
Yeah.
Because like I said, she's just really reckless. Yeah, anyway, but it was still fun though. It didn't last long. He beat the shit out of her and he set her on fire. And then told that one guy, I need your car. And he just takes the car.
I like the part where he's like stapling the guy's face, dude. He
Yeah.
has a stapler.
It's ridiculous. I'd be like, oh, I got off easy. Just got staples in my fucking face. Got my fingers still, I didn't get thrown off a fucking bridge, dude.
Yeah, I didn't catch on fire or anything.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still alive to tell my story.
yeah, I think it's a great movie, man.
It
And
was fun,
like I
man.
was saying, it reminded me. Granted, he was a little bit like I said, Secret of the Ooze, super Jason Statham. He was a little bit OP in it, but I don't care.
I like it. Yeah.
Other than that, it felt like more of a classic Jason Statham movie, like that he was doing with like the Mechanic remake and stuff like that. Like,
Crank. Yeah.
it was just an action movie. And
Mhm.
these aren't the movies that really sell anymore. Like they have to be the modern action movies or like the Marvel movies, which those are dying. So that's good. So maybe this stuff's coming back now.
Hopefully.
And when the Beekeeper came out, it did well in the box office.
Mhm.
It didn't do like Disney numbers, but I think it was number one, and it beat like some other movie that was kind of a shock at the time, and it made a profit. So it's like
The
good.
demographic probably is mid-30s. Like the older demographic, which they haven't catered to them at all. So they're looking for movies like this every once
But
in a
it's
while.
perfect because I don't know if we're ever going to go back to the mid budget of the 90s, which is like 50 mil. Like maybe the mid budget today is more like closer to 100, with inflation. Because these like crazy big budget blockbusters like 200-300 million dollars. But
Yeah.
this is a movie that was mid budget, has one star in it. I mean, Jeremy Irons has got like, some cast, but it's got one marquee star on it, mid budget, and it turned a profit and it was number one. Like, hopefully that is telling the powers that be, like, we can bring these types of movies back now. Like, I want to go to the cinema and I want to be able to choose from movies like this. Oh, let's see I'm missing the death blow, right? You want to see those movies.
Well, the last time they came out was probably, I want to say 2012. Arnold was coming out with those, not Escape Plan. Well, Escape Plan, and then those other ones too.
Like The Last Stand and shit.
Last
Yeah.
Stand, yeah.
Well, because he came out of retirement. Well, because he got a bit of media hype because he was coming out of retirement after politics. So
Yeah.
he had a little bit of gas for The Last
Oh
Stand.
no, they kept fucking using him for Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
But
No more Terminator.
But you know what? So what really though, The Expendables was a hit.
Yeah.
The Expendables
not
was a
the third,
surprise
the
hit.
First two are good.
Yeah, but the first one was a surprise hit. They found a niche in that whole like, hey, we're gonna like go after nostalgia for probably the Generation Xers.
Old heads, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a hit, and they had a hit on their hands for the second one, and then it died off. But in the wake of Expendables, it's like, let's do The Last Stand. Let's do this. Let's do Bullet to the Head. Like these guys like Stallone and Schwarzenegger got a little bit of steam. They got gassed up a little bit to where they were releasing more traditional like solo vehicles again, and they weren't hits. Like Bullet to the Head. I really like Bullet to the Head.
I did too.
People
Sabotage. I never saw Sabotage.
People trash Bullet to the Head, and I don't know why.
My wife liked that movie.
People trash it, and I'm like, why?
Is that the one where they like know how to break out of prisons and they just do it for fun?
That's
and
Escape
shit?
Plan, which I love. I think Escape
yeah.
Plan is great. I think the first Escape Plan is great, not those Chinese knockoffs 2 and 3 that they're terrible. But Escape Plan 1 is great with Jim Caviezel as the villain. He's like a great cartoon, like James Bond villain. You got Sam Neill playing third fiddle as a doctor. Like, what a waste of Sam Neill. And Sutter Kane. But that's a great film. Like I said, I loved Bullet to the Head. I thought it was a fun movie. Once
I don't
again,
think I've seen that one.
it's got the guy who plays Han from the Fast movies in it.
Mhm.
And it's got Jason Momoa in like one of his first roles after Game of Thrones. So he wasn't like Aquaman yet,
Right.
but he's like the villain. But it's one of these like mid-budget. It's got Christian Slater in it in like a smaller role. And it's just they got a little bit of gas in them from the Expendables, and they started like, all right, let's do like we used to do in the 80s, and let's make these sort of mid-budget, like very like just action capers, nothing huge, nothing fancy. And the audiences didn't turn up for them, sadly, and then it stopped, and then right after that, back to like straight to Redbox territory. They were living again for a bit, which is kind of sad. And then Stallone did Creed, and he got fucking picked up again. But Arnold, The Last Stand, I think is fine. It's a fun movie. I think Todd really doesn't like it. I know you don't like Forrest Whitaker, but I think The Last Stand is fun. I have nothing against it. And but other than
I saw it in
that,
theaters. It wasn't bad. It was all right.
besides Escape Plan and Last Stand, what else? I don't know if Arnold's solo movies have been very good outside of that. Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, he like that fucking Aftermath, that fucking plane movie where he's just walking around the whole fucking movie looking for his apology, dude. He
What
did this
about
movie called dude,
Sabotage? Isn't
he
that what
did
it's
this movie
called?
called Aftermath, and he plays a grieving father that his wife and daughter, I think, were killed in a plane crash. And the whole reason why he's depressed, you just watch him depressed, and he's planning on murdering the pilot. It's not an action movie. It's like him
I don't
being
think I've ever
dramatic.
seen that.
And he's really depressed, probably pill popping, and his whole thing is, I'm gonna like assassinate this guy. I'm gonna get revenge. And because the pilot, I guess, was probably wasted or something like that, and his negligence caused the plane crash. And it's funny, they build it up. They build up the whole movie like, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him for my wife. And then when he gets to his door and he answers the door, spoiler alert, he just goes like, what do you want, man? I want an apology. Me and my brother are dying fucking laughing at this. Like, he just wanted a fucking an apology? An apology. It's like this is Arnold? This is Commando? This is fucking let off some steam, Bennett. He wants an
Let out some
apology.
steam, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that.
All
but
right, what'd
hopefully
you get? What'd you give it?
Oh, I probably gave it an 8. Maybe I
Okay.
gave it I don't know. I probably gave it an 8 though, but I really liked it. But I'll end this with talking about the 4K. So, if I can give you my short and sweet review of the Beekeeper 4K, what you would expect from a studio release. This thing has no special features. Not a single feature. It has chapter select. Other than that, that's what we're paying for now. It does have, it's in Dolby.
It's kind of like they took your book out of your gaming case.
Yeah, Dolby Atmos is on here. I mean, the
They just
fidelity stuff's
fucking
here.
didn't put shit on there.
It looks
It's
great, but
worthless.
it's a movie from like 2024. You kind of know what you expect these movies are going to look good, right? When we're talking about transfers, it's a little bit more exciting when we're dealing with older films. You kind of know what you're getting with this. Of course, it looks great. It sounds great, all that. But yeah, dude, it's bare boned. There's nothing on here. Let me see. Nope, there's literally nothing on the back. Just a synopsis. And just tells you you're going to need an HDMI cable. Doesn't even say anything about Dolby on here. Oh yeah, it does. Dolby Atmos and Ultra HD. That's great. But yeah, there's nothing. They took our manuals out. Like now, we don't even have. Remember
What?
back in the days of DVD when they at least gave you like
scenes at least.
They don't have an insert or anything.
Bloopers.
nothing. It doesn't. There's not even a
And it's
Blu-ray
a
that comes with
fucking
this.
4K. You paid
It's just
for
a
fucking
4K with a
nothing.
digital. So basically,
Fucked.
they're not wasting money on that shit anymore because they know the masses aren't buying this stuff. It's just the neckbeards like us that collect this stuff, and they know that we're gonna buy it no matter what because physical media is usually better than no physical media. So like these studio companies, like, why are we wasting money getting featurettes and commentaries and paying these people to do this stuff when they're either gonna buy it or they're not gonna buy it. The boutiques are doing their best to kind of keep that boat a sail, but yeah. So I mean, it's really all I can say about it. I wish I could say it's not a fun review, man. I think from this point on, maybe we just review the boutiques because you kind of know what you're getting with these. It's the movie. It looks great. Fidelity's there. You ain't getting anything extra. This is actually one where I'd say, you know what? If you get it digitally, I'm not going to judge you because that's the beauty of physical, man. That's
Absolutely.
the beauty of physical is all the extra stuff you get.
No, they don't care anymore, man.
Yeah.
They don't care.
So that's that. Todd, let's wrap up, man. You got one last segment, and then we're gonna be donezo. Todd's gonna do Choose Your Destiny. Mac, we're playing as well. You remember Choose Your Destiny? It's basically this or that. Closes out the show. We got to pick one. You should have did last week's. Last week's was good. I would have liked Mac's input.
I am very curious to see what you think about this because I don't know if you. I don't even know if you know these characters. This is kind of a niche thing.
Okay.
So
that's kind of how you roll, Todd. With the niche. I don't know if you're gonna know this. It's kind of niche. that's kind of how you go into everything with that mentality.
Okay. So these two characters, before I pop this up, these two characters are not the main characters in these movies. These are the friends of the main characters in these movies. So I want to know who is the cooler friend of the main character.
Like who we'd want to be friends
Oh,
with
is
in
this
real
is
life.
this
Who do we
is this
want to be
Lost
friends
Boys?
with?
Is this Lost Boys?
Well, he's
N-
gonna let us know. He's gonna give us the choice.
These are the two characters. Choose your destiny. You have
Oh,
Damone or you have Styles.
okay. All right. So this is easy, right? In my
How
opinion,
do you think it's easy?
okay. Okay. I know what the question you're asking. It's not the better movie because I'll take Fast Times over Teen Wolf any day over the week. It's my favorite movie. As a character, I love Damone. As a friend, he's a shit friend, right? Uh you know, Teen Wolf all the way. A much better friend, dude. Fucking
Uh, uh, uh,
Damone.
uh. You got concert tickets with Damone, even though he takes your girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire you
Yeah.
got our Earth, Wind, and Fire tickets.
Oh, I choose Nightwolf then.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Night Wolf's up there.
I see Johnny Cage. I see fucking
You're
what's
confusing
his
Mac.
name from no.
Mac
what's,
chooses Johnny Cage. There you go.
Okay, so
Hold
this
on,
is
hold on.
Dr. Giggles. This is Damone from Fast Times. He's the kind of the friend that's kind of he's not a playboy. He's kind of a nerd. They're both nerds, but
You're-
and then here's Styles from Teen Wolf, who is the party guy,
Look,
who is a hustler, and he has all the parties, the cool parties, and that sort of thing. That
here's the
guy.
thing. I don't think Damone is all bad because he's clearly trying to help Rat, who looks like Scotty in with hair, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
He's trying to help him. He's giving him advice with Stacy. He's giving him to go on the dates and stuff like that. He helps him out, right? He comes and gives him his wallet when he forgets his wallet at home. He's trying to bail him out. And even the only reason why we don't like Damone is because of the one obvious thing he does, and he
Yeah.
fucks Stacy in the pool house. But even then, he's trying to say when she follows him home, she's like, hey, Rat really likes it. He's still trying to put the
Yeah.
word in for him. He
She
really
didn't want
likes
anything to
it.
do with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, he kind of maybe he broke the bro code, but he didn't do anything like illegal because she didn't want anything to do with him, right? And regardless, he knows he felt bad because she's like, I kind of like you though, and she kind of like ran past him, come hither, and he took the bait. He kind of gave a look like both sides, like, oh man, I shouldn't do this, but he's a man, he's a teenager, and his dick was the radar, and he followed her. So I think he had a laughs, right? And but then again, you positioned it as who's the better friend. So I think he was a pretty good friend to Rat, and he made a big fucking mistake. Now we can't position on who's the better person because he also treated Stacy like shit by ghosting her and not paying for the abortion and
By
all
going
that
for a
stuff.
mom.
All that, you know what I mean? Like he kind of did some scuzzy stuff there, but
Sleazy.
It's who would you rather be friends with though? I mean, would it be Styles? I mean, you got the parties,
Hey,
Damone, you got the concert tickets, you got,
I
Kiss Me, you won't regret it. You
he's not
got
giving him for free though. He's making profit. He's a scalper.
yeah,
He ain't
but if
helping me out.
if you're friends, I'm sure he'd
But
help
back,
you
but
out.
back in the day, that took a lot of work. He actually got the tickets. He woke up in the
Yeah.
morning and he slept on the concrete,
don't like
So
P.
Yeah.
Diddy.
he provided a service for sure. And I don't think there's anything wrong with what Damone was doing.
Styles, so does Styles with the beer and the party.
Yeah.
You know,
People like Damone, dude, they were providing a service, and they deserve to get paid extra because it took a lot of work to get those tickets, man. Styles, I think Styles is my pick, even though I like everything else about Damone better. I just think Styles is probably just the better friend, and he probably was more fun because Damone kind of gives you, I'm not going to dox him, but let's just say the last name starts with Ramula. First name K, last name Ramula.
okay. So for Styles,
No, for Damone.
oh, see, I always thought Damone was
Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser roll.
yeah, Kaiser.
No, he looks like Kaiser roll, but as far as like the attitude, Ramula. These are all code words here.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like that asshole. You don't know. It's like, is he good to him, or is he like always like keeping him in his place? And he's like, you know what I mean? Like kind of condescending. It's hard to tell. He kind of seems like that type of guy. Yeah, but I'm going Styles, man. Mac, who do you like better?
I'm gonna say Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, why? Because he can get you all the bitches.
He's up. Scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, Johnny Cage.
That's Nightwolf, dude.
Like
No, scroll up some.
Oh,
he wants Johnny. Give him Johnny
I
Cage.
want Channing Tatum.
Cage.
There he is, Channing Tatum. That's fucking him.
Okay.
And
I'm
as much-
gonna say Teen Wolf, baby.
See, as much as I like Styles, I mean Styles is cool. He surfs on the top of vans.
He invented moto surf, dude.
Yeah.
Moto surf.
I would go Damone because I think Damone would be more fun. He'd be more up my alley, like with music and bullshitting about girls and all that shit. So I would say Damone.
Bit of a sleazy type of guy.
Yeah.
I love his like
just the way he talks.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
like
Dude.
what I miss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind
Hey,
of
Rat,
busy
you
here.
forgot your wallet.
Yeah, I love when he's like when he calls him. He's like, I don't know, Rat. I'm kind of busy here.
Yeah,
He's not doing
he's
anything.
good.
Am I playing the darkness?
Yeah. So yeah, I know. Okay. Side note. Our best high school friend, his ex-girlfriend, she I remember when we were in high school, let's say her name kind of sounds like wheat bread. Her and her family went to like, I don't know, it was like Colorado or something. They went on like some ski vacation weekend or something. I don't know, but she was like, yeah, we were in a hot tub in a sauna with Damone. Like the actor who played Damone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's like, I was like, oh, you were with Damone? Like, yeah. Like, I would have been like, Damone, where you fucking been? What are you doing, Damone? What are you doing today? How many bitches you knock up, Damone? How many kids you got out there?
I love to talk to Damone.
Like, what do you say? Oh, I love doing that one movie. Yeah, Fast Times. I fucking know. What other
Or
movie?
is he eating the strawberry, dude? Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. That was a good one. I appreciated that one very much. I always like talking Fast Times. I think it's a 10 out of 10 flick.
Oh, absolutely.
I love Teen Wolf as well. It's a feel good movie, but I just think Fast Times is fantastic. All right, so that's it. We'll catch you guys video rot next week, but this Friday, right? Are we doing this Friday?
Yeah.
We're doing the Cable Guy. So if you're listening,
Cable
live,
Guy.
in 2 days, we're doing the commentary for Cable Guy. Otherwise, you can check it out Friday of the week you're watching this. But those are coming back every other week. Mac and Zach have the Cane Gang channel. Make sure you guys go over there and follow that shit.
Hell
Max giving you a winky wink. And yeah, support us, man. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And Friday, we'll kind of go into detail more about the Google memberships. But until then, adios. Bye-bye.